Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries.
What's up, guys?
But it was empty. Never needed approval. All I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement. I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league. We breathe the same air. They act out of fear. That ain't the same here. They don't know why they came. I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even 4 to 3, I'm like a can't count. But you can count on me to do it.
Hold on just 1 second, please. It's just loading. Let's see if we can make sure it's working again. Very good.
You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. You don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman.
Oh, damn. Put me against a silver 2, huh? Not even break. Okay. Okay. This guy has some fights behind him, as you can see. And we're fighting Tommy Morrison. I haven't lost on this profile yet, and just they kick me out of the internet in the past stream. Keep that flow going. I'm gonna keep that flow going and just keep trying to beat up on these guys. Yep. Try to make that percentage really, really low. If they do beat us, make it really low. Look out that way. I might just get our ass kicked.
I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
Now you're switching off. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty right now. This is our game. This is what we do. You know? Very good. Science beat. You new viewers, which is mostly everybody. Oh, what happened?
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
One second, guys. 1 second. Let's make sure it's everything's on point. Everything's good on my end.
Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you
This part
opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's an acropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets. It sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher.
Do it again.
Topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my.
Damn, man. I don't want to keep having this problem with this game, you know? And it's obviously something about, I think, my side is. It just keeps on happening. I think it's gotta be this wire. It's not gonna Yeah, it has to be. I'm not gonna touch it at all this time. Oh yeah, they did give me the L for that. Oh man, see, I'm just catching these L's and not even actually losing, but whatever.
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We're live. So here, it's Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a real... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Oh, he took that jab well. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. That counter shot lands. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny skies.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble.
Yeah, guys, he got me clean there. But I ain't going down.
I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for
I'm
now,
good.
just
I made up for it. I think in my mind, I popped him a couple times in his face.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
straight right just misses. That counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
He got out of the way of that right hook. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get...
Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Yeah, mama. I gotta lock in. Touching me up. He's touching me up.
Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up.
Getting out of my game. They just stick to it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You know the scorecards are... Hold that thought! And Sugar is in trouble. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Kind of like put me up there.
Here we go to the fourth round.
Because
well,
I know
no
I won the round, but
who won that
he got me there
round.
because
Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is,
And I'm not
if it's
trained,
not
but I'm just
broken,
saying.
why change it? An excellent last
Maybe I
round.
needed to do what I
Everything
needed to do there,
works. Wait
though, huh?
for the reaction. Until
I
then,
could be right.
keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrows, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
I'm going to go back to him.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Goodbye. His ass up in the ring.
The straight right just misses. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance without a doubt.
Everything in the bag.
And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for
Got some
action.
power.
I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut does not score. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
Go out there and win this.
Not looking good.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Sugar Ray Leonard days. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Sugar Ray is rocked.
Put some flame on that boy, huh?
It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Gets your mind back.
And there's the bell to start round
Ooh,
7.
it's that hot weather, man. The hot weather, man, will make you chug one of those. No, let's see what. Oh. Come on, boy. Drop those hands, boy. Drop those hands.
Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. These two fighters are made for one another. Nice counter punch right up the middle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him, I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills, step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And we enter the 8th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it? Hold her right there. And Sugar is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch of...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Look at the hands, hold it right there, and Sugar Ray is rocked. Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down.
That was down.
1, 2, 3.
I got saved by the bell.
5, 6, and you continue.
I was putting work on that boy, huh?
Fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the
my
last
first
thing
one.
we expected.
A slow starter, bro.
What a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Wow. They only had him winning one round. That's wow. I feel kind of like for a second he's been my hardest fight out of these last 5 fights. Right? Well, you see the 2 losses I've had. If you watch my stream, it's just my internet's disconnects. I do it all the time. Mickey Ward though. I don't know if I want Mickey Ward right here. I'm having second thoughts here. What's going on here? Who else we got down here? Oh, he's locked. I don't like picking the last round. Yes, I do. I like having both.
Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic.
Connor Banny's my that he's winning Ryan Garcia. What do you got, Mickey Ward? Yeah. I'll go with just in case. I'll go with this guy fight like this style. Robinson or Leonard? Yeah, I'll go with Martinez. I haven't fought with Carver yet or Martinez. I fought with all the other ones. I finished my pitches. This is what didn't get it, hitting the different differs. What did he do with it, didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Let's try again. And there it goes. No. Come on. Crossplay enabled. Yeah, finally ranked, so. Aw, come on. Come on. Let's get it in. Put in some work.
It's time for the talking. Olex.
This bout is scheduled.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch. The build up to this fight has
Alright,
been
so I'm the
incredible.
white
Both
one,
of
guys.
these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A perfect counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. He missed with that jab. Good counter punch.
Damn.
So much
This guy's a
pre-match
problem.
drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at
We don't know
the
yet.
weigh-in?
This is too early to
These
tell.
two
He might be,
boxers are
but
finally ready to get it on.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look at the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill.
Ooh, okay.
A match made in heaven.
See what I mean?
We
Yeah,
want
it's
an
getting back
action,
with a little
and
sauce,
they
please.
are giving us action.
Ooh.
Nice counter shot.
Ooh.
Someone tell these two that they can be
Damn,
defensive
dude.
for a minute if they want to. That one lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this.
Come on, you bring back into it.
Game plan's not working.
Oh, we've just taken a big breath,
But
and
he's
here we
set.
go again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Both men step back for just a moment. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite at what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you...
Guys putting some hands on me now.
Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh, both punching me.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
I'm good there.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt.
Alright, I got my heart raised. Go, baby, girls.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't find a home. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
You don't want to trade shots. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Remember that close punch from earlier?
Night tonight for the judges.
That.
That left hook misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. They exchange punches.
You think this is good? Do it again.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell sometimes it...
There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. There,
that one.
put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
There's a counter shot. They are not going to let this one go. Wait a minute. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. How did they survive that?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
These two were made for each other. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
It hurt me. It hurt me to that body.
And there's the bell to start round 6.
Dug in
Safe
deep.
to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we
I
can
got
turn
him.
it
I
around
put him a
here.
little bit. That's what
He
down.
knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Counter punching. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice defense on that left uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
He's done, huh? He might be done, dude.
Who has the advantage
He
after
might be
that last
cooked.
round. Let's see what they have in store.
Well, he's winning, but
Round 7. That last
Ooh,
round was
man.
huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Beautiful counter shot. So close with that uppercut. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout. knockout win.
Sit them down.
I think that
Take
will look
them
even
out.
more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again.
Night, night.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
Bulldogging me. Try bulldogging me with those power punches, bro. Oh no, what are the shooting stats? Can we go back? Let's see it. Yeah, he threw 466. He was swinging. I knew it. Look at the stamina, 20%. And I say it right before that knockdown at that earlier round, I said, I think he's done. I think he's done, I said. He was. Let's see how many power punches. 114 power punches. If you try to bulldog me with them power shit, man, put you down. Alright, guys, I guess this is it for this stream, guys. But we're gonna keep it rolling. We'll keep putting these boys down. Peace.
Tell him man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my